Hi everyone, my name is Mefi. This is an interactive English which on the channel is all about trying to help you practice and improve your English skill, and today is a lesson to help you build your vocabularies because I want to I want to teach you 25 important academic word that you should try to put in your vocabulary. No, I say that these are academic words, which means they probably more often used in university, or maybe if you're talking an exam like the the years of or 12. These are all words from the academic words list. And if you don't know what all list of the main commonly used academic words. I will put a link down in the description. Link you to the list if you would like to get a little more information about it. I will also include all of the words. I will tell you the meaning. I will give you the part of it. I will also show you the EPA so that you know how the word is pronounced, and finally I will give you an example sentence so that you can see how that word is used in the context and help and helpful that will give you a better understanding of the meaning. So let's begin with the 25 important words that I want to to you about in this lesson. The first word that I have for you is adequate. Is an adjective, and it means that you have enough of something or satisfactory amount of something that is for a particular purpose, and often you may use this word with amount. You have an adequate amount of something. That is a common collection. For example, this squirrel stored an adequate amount of food to last the winter. Then we have the word analysis. Analysis, this is a noun, and somebody would do you an analysis, and you are talking about a very careful study or examination of something in detail. I think you make use this word when talking about perhaps analysis. For example, a close analysis of their report revealed misleading information. Next is the word constraints. Constraints, this is a noun in the purpose something that control what you do by keeping you within proposed limits. For example, due to time constraints, they had to work longer hours to finish constraints. Next, corresponding. This is an adjective meaning similar to connect with or used by something else. For example, the company increased its profit by 10% compared to the corresponding period last years. Then we have cycle. Cycle, this is a noun and it's talking about a group of events that happen in the particular order, one following that order and are often repeated. For example, Silence continued to learn more and more about the life cycle of a butterfly. Next, dominant. This is an adjective in the adjective and thank you good really used because it's something more important, strong, or noticeable than anything else of the same type. You then see that is dominant. For example, he is the most dominant player on the basketball court. Then we have exquisite. Then we have exquisite. Exquisite. This is a verb to the exquisite someone would exquisite something and is talking about to perform someone or something from entering a place or the taking part in an activity. For example, no one would to be excluded for the group. Next is the word hands. Hands. This is an adverb, and it really means that is the reason for something of. This is a explanation is the way happening that. For example, he ate too much for breakfast, hence his stomach itch. Next, implication. This is a noun. This is a noun in a strong about the effect that an action or dedication will have on something else in the future, and you mean you sure with a word implication. For example, the new environment law will have broad implication and people ability to develop land. Then we have indicate. This is a verb to indicate something, and it means to show, to paint, to make clear, and someone indicate. For example, the survey indicate that most people have some financial debt. Then we have interpretation. Interpretation. This is a noun and is the talking about an explanation or opinion of what something means, and you may follow. This is a repetition. And do you get and talk about interpretation or something, or you get a phrase and something open to interpretation. For example, the meaning of this painting is open to interpretation. Then we have link. This is a noun and talking about a connotation with that you get, say, like. For example, there's a link between exercise and refuge levels of stress. Next, maintenance. This is a noun and is talking about the work needed to keep a road building machine in good condition, and you may use it as verb. Something need means, or you may say you have to do so. Maintenance. For example, the city really needs to do more road maintenance. Then we have maximum. So this can be either a noun or adjective. The meaning it's really then because talking about being the largest amount or number allowed, or possible the maximum. For example, the car has reached is the maximum speed. Next, minimum. Can you also as another a noun or the adjective in the list talking about that smallest amount or number allowed, or possible minimum. For example, in order to save money, we need to keep our spending to a minimum. Next, normal. This is an adjective means the word everything the same, ordinary, or used the same as would be expected. For example, every now and then is normal for couples to agree. Next is the word affairs. This is an adjective and you praise question and something easy to see. recognize or understand and even think. A, a adjective will come after a verb if you want to say something. For example, the answer to the problem is not a famous. Then we have parameters. Parameters. This is a noun and refers a set of facts that establish or limits how something can be done or must be done. So the most limits. For example, the Department of Health established the parameters for the experiment. Next, period. So this is a noun is talking about a length of time period. Example, the company increased its profits by 10% compared to the corresponding period last year. Next, proportion. This is a noun when a thinking proportion because this talking the number or amount of a group or part of something when compared to the work, and we're talking about purpose. For example, children make up a large proportion of the world's population. Next, reliance. This is a noun and is talking about the state of the depending on the strong in something or someone. Even I think you follow this word when the provocation on if you reliance on something. For example, the word reliance on oil has been bad for the environment. Next is the word role. On this is a noun. It's talking about the position or purpose that someone or something is in the situation, organization, script or relationship. For example, teacher playing important role in the learning process. Then we have science. This is a noun. It's talking about a series of the radical things or the event and really or the order in which they follow each other. For example, there is a terrible sequence of events that led to their divorce. Then we have word shape and describes the other verb or a noun to move or change from one position or description to other, especially for example, a boxer will often shift their weight from one foot to another. Then we have variable. Variable. This is a noun and you're talking about a number, amount, or situation that can change. So if something can change, then all variables. For example, there are contain variables such as the weather, which will determine how fast we can drive. So down 25 important academic words. Then I hope you can go up in the use if you are in the school maybe and ready take IELTS or TOEFL or even if you enjoying the lesson, please click the like button as you normal. Pernyataan persetujuan. Saya yang bertanda tangan di bawah ini dengan nama MefiDeyani Baitanu dari Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris semester 1 dengan sadar memberikan izin dan bersedia agar video saya diunggah di channel YouTube sebagai tugas mata kuliah Speaking 1. Demikian pernyataan persetujuan ini saya sampaikan untuk digunakan sebagaimana mestinya. Tanggal 12 Oktober tahun 2025, pembuat pernyataan MefiDeyani Baitanu.